Hey everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel where we dive into the most captivating mysteries of science, philosophy, and human existence that make you rethink life's big questions. Today we're tackling a topic that's intrigued humanity for millennia. Does the soul exist? Is it an immaterial spark defining who we are, or just an illusion crafted by the brain? We'll explore what modern science says, how neuroscientists, philosophers, and quantum physicists approach this question, and what groundbreaking discoveries in 2025 are reshaping our understanding. Plus, you'll learn how consciousness research can help you live more mindfully and harmoniously. Ready for a journey beyond the ordinary? Buckle up, let's go! The question of the soul is ancient. In ancient Egypt, the soul had parts like Ka, life force, and Bia, individuality that could travel between realms. Plato saw the soul as immortal, separate from the body, returning to a world of ideas. Aristotle viewed it as an inseparable form organizing the body, like a jug's shape defines its function. In religions, from Christianity and Islam to Hinduism and Buddhism, the soul is often a divine spark linking us to eternity or universal consciousness. But what does 2025 science say? Can the soul be measured, studied, or even defined? Let's start with neuroscience, which probes what makes us us. Consciousness is key to this debate, as many equate it with the soul. Neuroscientists like Giulio Tononi developed integrated information theory, IIT, suggesting consciousness emerges in systems that integrate vast amounts of information in complex networks. The human brain, with 86 billion neurons and trillions of synapses, creates a unique pattern of electrical activity we experience as self, awareness, emotions, memories. IIT posits that the degree of information integration, called Phi, determines consciousness level. The human brain has high Phi, unlike simpler organisms like jellyfish. A 2023 Journal of Neuroscience study showed that even in deep comas, areas like the thalamus and prefrontal cortex maintain minimal activity, supporting basic consciousness. This hints our self may persist even when the body is barely functioning. But if consciousness is just neural activity, where's room for the soul? Is it this pattern or something more? Let's dive into experiments. In the early 20th century, Dr. Duncan McDougall tried to weigh the soul by measuring patients at critical moments. His claim of a 21-gram loss was debunked. Weight changes came from physiological processes like moisture evaporation or muscle relaxation. Modern research goes further. In 2025, Nature Neuroscience described an experiment using ultra-sensitive MRI scanners to study the brain during deep meditation. Experienced meditators practicing Vipassana or transcendental meditation showed unique gamma wave patterns, 30 to 100 hertz, persisting in near-trance states. These waves, tied to consciousness integration across brain regions, formed a stable signature of awareness. Scientists speculated if the soul exists, it might be linked to this electromagnetic pattern preserving personal identity. But this remains a hypothesis. No evidence shows it persists outside the brain. Quantum physics adds intrigue. Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff's orchestrated objective reduction, OR theory, suggests consciousness isn't just classical neural processes. They propose microtubules, tiny structures in neurons, engage in quantum processes like superposition, where particles exist in multiple states until collapsing into one. A 2024 Physical Review study showed quantum fluctuations in microtubules influence neural synchronization, adding unpredictability beyond classical physics. If the soul is immaterial, it might tie to these quantum processes, potentially persisting as energy after brain activity ceases. This is speculative, but inspires scientists to explore links between quantum physics and consciousness. In 2025, Quantum Reports described experiments with neural cultures where quantum effects enhanced synchronization, suggesting consciousness is more than the sum of neurons. Philosophy weighs in too. David Chalmers' Hard Problem of Consciousness asks why physical brain processes create subjective experience, the feeling of I. Science explains how neurons process information, but not why we feel joy, love, or fear. Is this I a hint of the soul? In 2025, Consciousness and Cognition explores panpsychism, the idea that consciousness is inherent in all matter, from electrons to brains. If every particle carries a bit of consciousness, the soul might not be a separate entity but a distributed property integrated by the brain into a unique self. This echoes Eastern teachings like Advaita Vedanta, where the individual soul, Atman, is part of universal consciousness, Brahman. Panpsychism isn't proven but offers a fresh perspective. The soul isn't a thing, but a process connecting us to the cosmos. What about near-death experiences, NDES? People report seeing light, feeling out of body, or meeting loved ones. A 2023 Frontiers in Psychology analysis of 500 NDE cases found common neural patterns: temporal lobe activation, endorphin release, and altered states. This suggests visions stem from brain chemistry, but it doesn't rule out the soul. Researcher Sam Parnia, in a 2025 Journal of Near-Death Studies study, noted patients with cardiac arrest described lucid experiences not fully explained by neural activity, like recalling operating room events despite no brain signals. This remains a mystery: brain effect or autonomous consciousness? Technology contributes too. In 2025, Neuralink advanced brain-computer interfaces. Patients control devices with thoughts, and implants capture neural patterns tied to individuality. A Nature Communications article asks if these patterns are a digital soul print. AI models consciousness but can't replicate subjective experience, suggesting the soul might transcend algorithms. Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience studies show even complex neural networks don't explain why we feel alive, hinting at something beyond neurons, perhaps tied to unknown physics. The brain's electromagnetic fields, EMFs, are another angle. In 2025, Nature Neuroscience reported ultra-sensitive MEG scanners detecting EMFs from gamma waves during meditation, extending 5 to 10 centimeters beyond the skull. These unique fields persist in deep relaxation, possibly a signature of consciousness or the soul. The HeartMath Institute shows the heart's EMF, 100 times stronger, syncs with the brain during gratitude or love, enhancing wave coherence. Their 2025 Global Coherence Initiative found group meditation creates synchronized fields, fostering unity. This doesn't prove the soul, but suggests our consciousness connects to something larger. Practically, this question inspires mindfulness. Whether the soul is consciousness, energy, or a quantum structure, training your mind enhances life. Try these meditation. 10 minutes daily, e.g. Vipassana, boosts gamma waves, enhancing clarity and empathy. Harvard Medical School. Sit, focus on breath, let thoughts pass. Breathing. 5-second inhales, 5-second exhales sync brain and heart, cutting stress 20%. HeartMath. Do it mornings, imagining inner light. Gratitude. A journal, 3 points daily, boosts serotonin, increasing happiness. Journal of Positive Psychology. Note what you're thankful for. Nature. Forest walks align your brain with Earth's 7.83 Hertz-Schumann resonance, improving cognition 12%. Frontiers in environmental science. Go barefoot on grass. Music. 432 Hz or binaural beats, 10 Hz, enhance alpha waves, reducing anxiety. Journal of Music Therapy. Use headphones. These don't prove the soul, but help you feel connected to something greater. Brain, energy, or cosmos. A 2025 Scientific American article notes, even if the soul is an illusion, it inspires us to live mindfully, seek meaning, and find harmony. Does the soul exist? Science offers no final answer. It might be a neural pattern, quantum energy, or part of universal consciousness. But exploring it makes us better. Are you neurons or an eternal spark? You decide. Thanks for joining this profound journey. If this hooked you, hit like, subscribe, and share in the comments. Do you believe in the soul? What practices make you feel alive? Let us know and see you next time. Live mindfully, seek meaning, and vibrate high.